I know why you're here, and it wasn't by accident. I see you. I see exactly what you're carrying right now, in this moment, tonight, in this silence that feels louder than anything you've ever heard. I see the ceiling you keep staring at when sleep won't come. I see the racing heart you try to ignore. I see the thoughts spinning in endless circles, the bills, the fears, the unanswered questions, the weight of everything you're trying to hold together on your own. You don't need to explain anything to me. I already know. I was already here before you opened this video. And what I have to tell you today could change everything. I know what 3 in the morning feels like, when the room is dark and the whole world seems to be asleep except for you. When your mind starts racing without your permission, without your desire, without you being able to stop it. The thoughts come in waves. What will happen tomorrow? What should have happened yesterday? What could go wrong? What maybe already has? And there you are, eyes wide open, too exhausted to sleep and too anxious to rest. I know that place, and I'm not speaking from a distance. I'm speaking because I was there with you in every one of those nights. That is why I spoke through my servant David, and I repeat it now to you. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought joy to my soul. Psalm 94:19. Those anxieties multiplying inside you, I know them by name, every single one of them, and I do not ignore them. I know about the weight you carry during the day while wearing a smile on your face, the emotional exhaustion you hide because you learned that you cannot show it. The people around you do not know what is happening inside you, and many times even you struggle to put it into words. There is a silent war happening in your heart, and it does not appear on the outside. But I see it. I see everything. I know about the bills that do not add up, about the fear of losing someone you love, about that constant feeling that something bad is about to happen, even though you do not know what and you do not know when, about being tired of being tired, about waking up already heavy before the day even begins, as if the weight spent the whole night waiting for you. And it was exactly to this heart, the heart that can no longer carry everything alone, that I said through my servant Peter, "Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you." 1 Peter 5:7. Not part of your anxiety, all of it. I said all of it. And I know about something that hurts in a different way, something that goes beyond ordinary fear, a guilt that is born inside the very heart of someone who believes. That question you may never have spoken out loud, but has crossed your mind more than once. If I truly believe in God, why am I still like this? That question carries enormous weight, because it doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within. It rises in the heart of someone who genuinely wants to believe, who genuinely seeks me, but who still wakes up with that knot in the chest that will not go away. And then comes the shame, the feeling that maybe your faith is too weak, that other believers do not feel this way, that you should be doing better than you are. But listen to what I said through David. Listen as if I were speaking directly to you right now. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. I do not move away from the brokenhearted. I move closer to them. That is exactly where I am. You have seen those verses posted on social media, the beautiful phrases about peace and trust, and maybe, instead of comfort, you felt a stab of guilt because you look at those words and think, why can't I feel that? I understand that distance. I know how painful it is when the truth that should set you free feels more like a demand than an embrace. But I never spoke those words to condemn you. I spoke them because I know what you are capable of receiving when the right moment comes. There is something almost no one has told you about what I said concerning anxiety. There is a depth in my word that goes far beyond motivational phrases. There is a truth that Jesus Christ left behind, not for comfortable people, not for those who already had everything figured out, but for people crushed by life, for people exactly like you. And it was David who described what I do for the heart that comes to me broken. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalm 147, verse 3. Not ignore, not judge, heal. I did not ignore anxiety. I did not sweep it under the rug with beautiful words. I entered into it. I understood it from the inside. And I have something to tell you about it that can begin to change what is happening inside you. Not tomorrow, not after everything is resolved, but now, in this moment, in this silence. There is a dimension of my love that has not yet reached the deepest place of your pain, and that is exactly where I want to go with you today. There is something I have been waiting to tell you, and the time has come. I was not caught by surprise by what you are facing. I was already here before it began, before the first sleepless night, before the first thought that would not leave your mind, before the first moment you felt like the ground beneath you was disappearing. I was already here, and I am still here now while you listen to these words. And that is exactly why I spoke through Isaiah, not as poetry, not as generic comfort, but as a direct declaration to the frightened heart. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. I did not say, do not fear because the circumstances will improve. I said, do not fear because I am with you. My presence is the answer. I am the answer. I know anxiety makes you feel alone in it, like no one understands, like even I seem distant in the moments when the pain is most intense. But what I need you to understand today is this. The intensity of your pain does not measure the distance between us. I do not move away when you are at your lowest. I move closer. That's how David described it, and David knew what it was like to be at the bottom. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Psalm 130, verses 1-2. And I heard David, and I am hearing you now. There is something anxiety will never tell you, because if it did, it would lose its power over you. Anxiety lies. It says the future will be destruction, that there is no way out, that you are beyond my care. But I am greater than what you are afraid of, and I am by your side, not against you, by your side. And what I have to show you today will begin to loosen that knot in your chest. I want to introduce you to someone you probably already know, but perhaps have never seen the way I see him. His name is Thomas the Apostle, and his story has been told incompletely for a long time. People call him the doubting disciple, as if doubt were what defined him. But I saw him close up. I knew him from within, And what was inside Thomas was not simple unbelief, it was an emotionally shattered heart. Thomas was loyal. He was courageous in a way few people understand. When the others hesitated, he was the one who said, "And I heard every word, let us also go, that we may die with him." Gospel of John 11:16. Think about what that means. He was willing to die. He loved with an intensity that frightened people. And it's exactly that kind of heart, the heart that loves deeply, that feels pain most deeply when everything falls apart. And everything fell apart. The cross happened, and Thomas the Apostle was not simply struggling with theological doubts. He was broken-hearted. The hope he had placed in me was crucified alongside me in his eyes. The isolation he felt after the crucifixion was not spiritual weakness, it was trauma. It was the weight carried by someone who had watched what he loved be destroyed and no longer knew how to keep existing afterward. Do you know that weight? I know some of you do. And then I appeared. And pay attention to what I did not do, because that matters just as much as what I did do. I did not humiliate Thomas. I did not call him weak. I did not list all the times he should have trusted more. I went to him. I looked at him, and I said, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side." Gospel of John 20:27. I met his pain with the marks of my own pain. That is what I do. I do not wait for you to recover before drawing near to you. I come to you in the middle of the collapse. I come to you when your heart is so wounded that you can barely believe healing is possible. That is how it was with Thomas, and that is how it is with you. Listen to what David wrote about this, because he also knew collapse. Wait on the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalm 27:14. Do not wait until you are strong. Wait while you are still weak. That is the place where I strengthen you. Your anxiety does not push Jesus away. It does not make you unworthy of my presence. It may be, just as it was for Thomas, the exact place where I choose to meet you. The darkest place, the most fragile moment, the most honest doubt. I do not run from that. I enter into it. And there is something more I need to show you, something Jesus said directly about fear in one of the most surprising moments in all of my written record. I want you to imagine the scene. A huge crowd gathered on a hillside. These were not rich people, nor comfortable people. They were people crushed by life, hungry people, oppressed people, people who did not know if there would be food tomorrow, safety tomorrow, hope tomorrow. Fear was not abstract. To them, it was daily, concrete, physical. And it was exactly to these people that Jesus sat down and began to speak. And what I said in that moment, through my Son, who is my very voice in the flesh, was not advice for people who had their lives together. It was a revolutionary declaration for people at the edge of despair. Listen, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will wear. Gospel of Matthew 6:25. These words were not spoken in a temple to priests. They were spoken outdoors to ordinary people with real problems, people like you. And then I used two images that need to be understood deeply: the birds of the air, the lilies of the field. Many people read this as beautiful poetry, as though I were simply being romantic about nature. But I was doing practical theology. I was saying, look at what I created. Look at how I care for what came from my hands. And then hear the question I asked and let it settle inside you. Are you not worth much more than they?
Gospel of Matthew 6:26. You are worth more to me than everything else I created. That is not figurative language, it is the most concrete truth there is. There's a Greek word Jesus used in that sermon, and it changes everything once you understand what it means. The word is merimnao. It does not simply mean worry, it means a divided mind, a soul pulled in opposite directions at the same time. It is the exact description of what happens inside you when anxiety takes over, when one part of you wants to trust while another panics, when one part longs to rest while another cannot stop running. Jesus was not condemning that condition, he was naming it. And by naming it, he was saying, I know exactly what is happening inside you.
And what David said about this inner division, this heart being pulled in every direction, was this: commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act. Psalm 37:5. Not half of your path, not the path after you solve the easier parts, the whole path, including the parts you cannot see, including the parts that frighten you the most. Commit that path to me. Jesus did not come to condemn you for feeling fear. He came to free you from slavery to fear. There is a tremendous difference between feeling anxiety and living governed by it. And I know you understand that difference in practice because you have experienced both states. What I offer is not the absence of every worry. It is an anchor that keeps your heart steady even when your thoughts try to drag everything away. And that anchor has a name, and I am going to show you exactly how to access it. I need to tell you something that goes against everything your instincts want to do, something your mind will resist because your mind has been trained to do the opposite ever since you were a child. You were taught to control, to plan, to predict, to prepare for every possible scenario. And that is not wrong in itself, but there comes a moment when control stops being wisdom and becomes a prison. And anxiety is the exact sign that you have reached that moment. Anxiety grows where control ends. Think about that. You do not become anxious about the things you fully control. You become anxious about the things beyond your hands, the future, other people's decisions, health, work, the hearts of the people you love. It is like trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. And the anxious mind builds scenarios, anticipates tragedies, rehearses disasters that may never happen, all under the illusion that if it imagines the worst, it will somehow be prepared for it. And that is exactly what I spoke about through Jesus, with a question that cuts straight to the point. Which of you, by being anxious, can add a single cubit to his stature? Gospel of Matthew 6:27. No amount of worry changes the future. No sleepless night resolves what has not yet happened. Worry does not protect you, it only destroys the present, while the future has not even arrived. It steals today without giving anything in return. And then I said something that is at the same time the most radical invitation and the most liberating one anyone could ever receive. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, not small things, not easy things, anything. I took responsibility for everything you cannot control, and I am inviting you to let go, not because it doesn't matter, but because it matters too much to remain in your hands alone. But I need you to understand what biblical surrender is not, because many people confuse surrender with passivity. Surrendering to me does not mean folding your arms and doing nothing.
It does not mean giving up. It does not mean pretending problems don't exist. It means continuing to walk, but now with the weight in my hands, not yours. It is the difference between walking through a storm, carrying everything by yourself, and walking through it knowing that I am carrying it with you. The path is the same. The weight is completely different. And David understood this in a way few people do. He wrote during one of the hardest moments of his life, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken." Psalm 55, 52, 22. The verb David used is not delicate. It is forceful in the best sense of the word. Cast, not gently place, not carefully hand over. Cast it with strength, with intention, like someone who finally decides to let go of something that has been hurting their hands from holding it for too long. The real battle is not against fear. The real battle is against the need to control everything, and that battle ends in only one way, when the heart finally decides to trust me more than it trusts itself. Not because you feel capable of doing it, but because you choose to do it even when you don't feel it. And there is something that happens after that choice, something human logic cannot explain, that I want to show you now.
I want you to imagine someone kneeling on the floor, alone, without strength, tears running down their face, and that person opens their mouth and says only this, "God, I can't do this anymore." No eloquence, no memorized verse, no perfect prayer with the right words in the right order, just the rawest truth that exists. I can't do this anymore. I want to tell you something about that prayer. It is one of the most powerful prayers I have ever heard, because it is completely honest, and I dwell in honesty. I am not looking for spiritual performance. I am not more impressed by long and elaborate prayers than by a heart that simply comes to me broken. What I seek is sincerity. What I seek is you as you truly are, not as you think you should be for me to listen. And that is exactly what I said through Paul the Apostle, and I repeat now to you. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4, 6 through 7. Let me guide you through this promise, step by step, because every part of it matters. First, bring your anxiety to me, not the filtered version of it, not the version you think is acceptable to bring before God, the real version, with all the fear, all the confusion, all the exhaustion. Expose your heart. I already know what is inside it, but something happens when you willingly choose to show it to me, something that breaks the power it held over you. Second, give thanks even without answers. I know that seems impossible when you are in the middle of pain, but gratitude is not pretending everything is fine. It is recognizing that I am still on the throne, even when you do not understand what is happening. It is the bravest declaration an anxious heart can make. I do not know what is happening, but I know who you are. And that is exactly where peace begins to enter. Not after everything is resolved, in the middle of it all, right now. And then comes what surpasses all understanding, a peace that logic cannot produce and cannot explain. A peace that does not depend on your circumstances changing, because many times they still haven't changed. A peace that guards, like a soldier standing at the gate, your thoughts and your heart.
I never said this peace would make sense to you. I said it surpasses understanding. You do not need to understand it in order to receive it. You only need to come. And it was David who described what this place of arrival feels like, this place where the heart finally comes to rest. Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. Psalm 55, 52-22. The word cast means truly letting go, stopping carrying it alone, not holding it with your fingertips while pretending you surrendered it. Letting go. And when you let go, I sustain you. Not maybe, not sometimes. He will sustain you. It is a promise, and I have never broken a promise. Prayer does not first change the situation. It first changes the heart. And a changed heart faces the same situation from a completely different place. Maybe the miracle you need today is not an immediate answer, but enough peace to keep going, enough peace to breathe, enough peace to trust that I am working on what you still cannot see. And there is something more I need to show you about the kind of peace I offer and why it is different from anything the world can give you. There is a kind of peace the world offers, and it is real to a certain extent. It is the peace that comes when the bills are paid, when health is good, when relationships are stable, when the future feels secure. That peace exists, but it comes with a condition. It depends on everything staying in place, and you already know from experience that things do not always stay in place. And when they fall apart, that peace disappears with them, because it was never true peace. It was only the absence of problems. What I offer is completely different. Listen to what Jesus said, and He said this on the night before He was betrayed, before the arrest, before the cross, at the very moment when circumstances were about to completely collapse. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Gospel of John 14:27. My peace, not the peace the world gives, the kind that disappears when the storm arrives. My peace, the kind that remains in the middle of the storm.
Think about the disciples in the boat. The storm was real. The waves were real. The danger was real. And Jesus was asleep. Not because He did not know what was happening, but because the storm had no power over Him. And when they woke Him in panic, He did not say, "Do not worry, there is no storm." He said, "Peace, be still." And the storm obeyed. I spoke to the storm, and it stopped. I can speak to the storm inside you, and it will obey as well. And Paul the Apostle understood this in a way that changes everything. Paul wrote about joy and peace, not from a comfortable house, not from an easy life, but from a prison, threatened with death, uncertain of what tomorrow would bring. And still he wrote, "I have learned to be content in every situation." Philippians 4:11. That is not denial of pain. It is evidence that there is something inside the heart of the person who is with me that circumstances cannot touch, and that something is what I want you to have. And David, who knew persecution, betrayal, loss, and fear like few others, declared this with a clarity that echoes through centuries. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 23. He did not say, even though I avoid the valley. He said, even though I walk through it. The promise is not escape from the valley. The promise is that I am in the valley with you, and my presence in the valley changes everything about what the valley means.
And there is something Paul declared that needs to settle inside you right now, because it is one of the most absolute truths ever written about my love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor rulers, neither things present nor things to come, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Romans 8:38-39. Nothing. The list is exhaustive on purpose. Paul meant this. There is absolutely nothing, neither inside you nor outside you, that can sever the bond between me and you. Anxiety cannot, fear cannot, the past cannot, nothing can. God never promised the absence of battle. I promised constant presence in the battle. And that presence, when you truly begin to understand it, when it moves from your head into your heart, begins to change the way you face everything. The storm still exists, but it no longer rules you. And there is one final truth I need to show you today, the deepest of all, about the place where Jesus went to understand your anxiety from the inside. I want to take you to a place, a garden, a dark night, the heavy silence of that moment. Jesus had just left the disciples and went alone, deeper into the garden, deeper into the darkness. And what happened there is not merely sacred history, it is the deepest revelation of my love that exists. Because it was there that the Son of God, who is the very expression in the world, fully entered the human experience of emotional suffering. Luke the evangelist recorded something that must be read with full attention. Jesus was in agony. The spiritual weight was so intense that he sweat what looked like drops of blood falling to the ground. He fell to his knees. He cried out, and the anguish he felt in that moment, the anticipation of suffering, the weight of what was about to come, the human fear before the cross, is the clearest proof that I understand anxiety not only as God watching from above, but as one who felt it from within. And in the middle of that agony, at the peak of that suffering, Jesus prayed the most powerful prayer that exists. It was not the prayer of someone who had everything figured out. It was a prayer born from collapse. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. Gospel of Luke 22:42. That prayer has two movements, and both matter equally. The first is honest, I do not want this. The second is trusting, but I trust you more than I trust my own fear. That is real surrender. Not the absence of fear, but the choice to trust even while afraid. And what happened afterwards? An angel came and strengthened him. I sent comfort in the darkest moment. I did not remove the cup immediately, but I did not leave my son alone in his agony, and I will not leave you alone in yours. The same God who sent comfort into the Garden of Gethsemane is with you now, in your dark room, in your racing heart, in your screaming silence. And it was David who described how I act in moments of deepest anguish. From the troubles of my heart you have delivered me. Bring me out of my distresses. Psalm 25:17. I do not ignore anguish. I deliver you from it. Anxiety tries to steal tomorrow. It takes you out of the present and throws you into a catastrophic future that doesn't even exist yet. But Jesus, in the garden, in the most anxious moment in human history, chose the present, chose obedience to the next step, chose to trust the next moment without having all the answers about what would come afterwards. And it was Psalm 31 that expressed this place of refuge I offer. In you, Lord, I take refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Psalm 31, 1, 5. The same words Jesus spoke on the cross, the words of someone who learned to place their spirit into my hands, even while everything around them was falling apart. Your anxiety does not push Jesus away, because he has already been in that place. He knows the weight of anticipation. He knows the dark night of the soul. He knows the heart that cries out and does not receive an immediate answer. And because he went through it, because he fully entered the human experience of suffering, he can meet you there in a way no one else can. Not as someone observing from the outside, but as someone who has been there, who came through the other side, and who is reaching out his hand to you right now. Maybe you came here tired. Maybe you came here with a heavy heart, an exhausted mind, with a faith that feels too small for the size of what you're facing. But you will not leave here alone. That I promise you. I was in the Garden of Gethsemane. I was in the dark room with you. I was there in every sleepless night, every heavy morning, every moment when you felt alone inside your own pain. I did not leave when you doubted. I did not walk away when you couldn't feel my presence. I was there, and I am still here now while you listen to these words. I am not going anywhere. This is not a conditional promise. It is who I am. And I need you to hear what I say about who you are, not what fear says, not what exhaustion says, not what the accusing voice at 3 in the morning says. What I say. You are not your worst moment. You are not the sum of your sleepless nights. You are not what anxiety says you are. You are mine, created by me, known by me, loved by me, with a love that has no depth, no condition, and no end. Nothing you are facing changes that. Nothing. And that's exactly what I said through Isaiah, and I repeat now personally to you. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. By your name, not by your category, not by your group, by your name. I know you. I called you. You are mine. And what is mine, I protect. And the peace I promised, the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace logic cannot produce, is available to you right now. Not after everything is resolved, not after you feel stronger. Right now, in this exact moment, in this exact place where you are. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus our Lord. Philippians 4:7. I am the guardian of your heart, and I do not fall asleep at my post. You can rest now.